Wow.
Ooh.
Okay, I feel like I might need to apologize to some movies that we've
Oh,
reviewed. I might need to apologize to King Arthur Legend of the Sword, and I might need to apologize to the movie The Company.
you picked this one, didn't you?
Yes.
All the bad ones that I picked.
This snoozer.
Couldn't read it. You didn't cover the whole. You covered. You got to go up, over, up. There you go. Much ado about nothing. Yeah,
And you
it was nothing.
dang it, just stole my joke. I was gonna say the title's accurate. It's not much, not much to do, and it's not really about anything.
Yeah.
Okay, um, Kay is gonna have to do a lot of the talking here because
What?
I just
Oh my
I
God.
just finished watching the movie like 20 minutes ago and I've already forgotten it.
It was mostly about.
Miscasted actors.
Yeah. Okay, the gist of the movie, because this is gonna be really kind of short, because I'm like,
We're gonna need to pad it.
it was supposed to be a love story.
I'm gonna
Um,
make the joke. We're gonna need to pad it more than a Smeghead review. Am I
yeah,
wrong?
whatever. Okay. Okay. It's supposed to be a romantic comedy,
It's
and
supposed to be a comedy?
yeah, there were some, well, miscasting made it kind of funny in a couple areas. And, oh,
Well, it is based on a Shakespeare comedy, and
whew.
I don't think I've read a Shakespeare play, and I don't even know if I've seen a Shakespeare play. I've seen Shakespeare in Love, and I saw Roland Emmerich's Anonymous. That's about it. I'm trying
You
to.
never saw Julius Caesar, never read it or anything in high school? Hmm, interesting.
No, I was reading about slavery in high school, like Ellen Foster,
Okay, whatever. We'll get off of that subject quickly. Okay.
and I was reading The Giver.
Okay, so it's
Hey,
about.
you
Oh,
people want to really be offended?
okay.
Read The Giver.
Okay, we're gonna discuss this or every bad thing that you've ever seen or read.
You brought it up.
I know.
Okay, so I just kind of want to talk about the
I thought I
four.
was gonna talk.
Can I just quickly bring up the four main actors?
Mm.
Kate Beckinsale is in the movie, or five, I guess. Kate Beckinsale is in the movie. It's like her first movie,
And she's the one that's supposed to be wedding the Duke.
but she looks to me like the friend of Anne Hathaway's character in Princess Diaries.
Not even close. Doesn't have that big of a nose. Okay,
Okay.
go.
Uh, what's her name? Helen Thomas? Or no, what was that girl's name?
Very forgetful, aren't we?
Emma Thompson.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know. She looks like a young Meryl Streep,
Wow,
kind of,
really?
or Glenn Close, maybe. And now let's bring up the three actors who are distracting in this movie, and not in the good way. First is Michael Keaton,
Oh, God.
who
He was the commissioner or something.
like basically he kind of looks like this.
Kept wetting his bangs down. Very ugly, dirty teeth. Really yucky character.
And rides around on an imaginary horse making sound effects like
You're not
or
trotting.
oh
With his partner, his neighbor.
whoever that dude is.
Yep.
Um Keanu Reeves is in the movie.
Very, very small role.
Yeah, like I originally thought I was hoping this movie would have Keanu Reeves be like hilariously miscast, like I don't know, like
Well, you kept telling me about that, but I felt like everybody was miscast except for the women and the grandfather and the uncle and the father and all these other people.
so apart from most of the cast, everyone was miscast.
The main people. You're still forgetting one.
Okay, Keanu Reeves got a lot of hate for this movie, but I will say he was kind of acting differently than he usually does. The other actor, the one you're thinking of,
Ta-da!
was basically playing himself, or was like himself on autopilot. Like, if you've seen any movie this guy has been in, roughly, he's the exact same role in this movie. Denzel Washington.
The charming talker.
And he is so distracting. Like,
Nobody makes a decision unless they go through him.
and I don't. Is this supposed to be set in modern time?
No, I don't think so.
I have no idea about this
Because
movie.
it's still arranged marriages.
And I don't want to know about this movie. Well, it could just be some third world country, maybe.
No, it was like Italy or something.
But anyway, it's
Because
like.
it was like a grape vineyard and very vast land that the guy owned.
Just say, I want to marry that person. Just say that.
I want to marry that person.
And then Denzel Washington would be like, eh, 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 eh.
No, just his big smile and say something Shakespearean.
My man!
I need to talk to him, to her, to whatever to set this up.
Just.
There you go.
This movie was a weird film, and no, I've never seen. Since I've never seen Shakespeare, this movie doesn't make me want to see Shakespeare.
Okay, so what
now
happens?
You just ramble for about 10 minutes.
Okay. So Keanu Reeves, his character finds out that the younger brother is going to marry the heir to all this land and riches and everything, the granddaughter. And so he puts his little black stamp of red approval or whatever.
Oh, I just remembered something else about this
Go
movie.
for it.
The like 5-minute intro of 4 guys on horses going to the
It
castle.
was more than 4 guys. It was about 6, 7.
Just to essentially do a handshake.
Well, they all showered first in the pool water and everything else. So.
Yeah, you women degrading us.
Don't.
You women degrading us men down to just erotic objects for your pleasure. Ugh.
Whatever. Okay, so the marriage is to happen the next day, but what they do is Keanu Reeves and the other 2 guys that are followers or whatever, believers of him, they plan a stunt to show Denzel Washington and this other kid that his true love at first sight, is not worthy of him. So they fake a scene of who's making out in the princess's.
Oh, outside that window? That was faked? Okay.
Well, it wasn't really Hero, the princess.
Just say these characters' names. I've already forgotten who is who.
Okay, Kate. So then he is really upset. So he goes through to the wedding, and then when the what do you want to call him? The father asks him, the monk or whatever asks him.
Isn't he like the reverend or priest?
Yeah, but it's Catholic, Roman Catholic, whatever they call him.
The bishop.
Whatever.
I don't know.
Okay, very close, I guess. So then he says, "No, I will not." And then he
Father?
accuses her of,
Adultery and betrayal?
yeah, well, not adultery because she wasn't married, just betrayal and having made out with somebody else. So he trashes her in front of all of these people of the castle and the townspeople. So he accuses her and he says he will not marry her. Then they prove him wrong and they make believe that she is dead and that he has to sing and pray to her coffin. And then the grandfather says, "You will marry the next one of my granddaughters that looks just like her, whatever, blah, blah, blah." So he says, I will, because I befriended and blah, blah, and I made a mistake and blah, 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 blah. So then the next day comes and the women have white veils on. There's like 4 of them. And then he promises to marry her, and then he gets to see her take off the veil, and it's her. Voila! So they get to marry who they wanted.
And then there's like a 4 or 5 minute dance sequence in the
Yeah.
gardens.
Well, they're running a gag with Emma and her witted friend. They make those.
The guy, Kenneth Branagh?
Is that who it is?
Yeah, I think they were married at... Either they were married or they're still married.
No, they weren't married. She was never married.
The actress? Or the character?
The character.
I'm talking about the actress.
I don't know if they're married in real life.
Well, they were at least at one point from...
Oh, okay.
I had to watch a YouTube channel to be like... Or I watched a YouTube review being like, come on, say something about this that I can just rip you off and say it. But I'm like, nope.
Well, it was kind of boring. Well, that was kind of funny how they were trying to set those two up.
I guess.
You know, they were both listening to conversations that were quite very loud that they must have been deaf if they didn't hear. So, so it all ends well. Keanu Reeves' character takes off because he forged the accusation.
Accusation, yeah.
Yeah. And then 2 of the guys caught up with him and brought him back. And the grandfather was going to, and the Duke, they were going to make a decision the next morning about his fate. So take him to the prison, to the galleys.
What was I gonna say?
So anyway, I don't want this movie.
We should have.
It was very boring.
We should have said this review as they were saying, like, "'Tis be thou of the film equals thee, of thou shall be of thee, and thou is the, you know."
Yeah.
Milady. Milady, does thou wish to continue with thou review while thou speaketh of the movie?
No.
You can at least try!
Thou wish not to own this movie.
Okay, that's too much emotion. It's... Thou wish not to do with thou of thee can be of thou.
But Emma's character had a lot of emotion. She was quite witty. She was...
Of the OMG LOL BRB of thou equals son of mine.
Okay, let's just...
Twist of the...
Okay,
of the fate
you're
of the
just
soul,
trying to
of the
pad
heart.
this. You're just trying to pad this.
I at least want to go to 15 minutes.
The cats want to eat, so... I just thought it was very dry. It had some humor to it when they were trying to set up Emma and, what'd you say his name, Branagh?
Yeah.
Brano or whatever.
Kenneth Branagh, the director, and writer, and producer.
He was the character in it?
He was that character, I think, yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, they did have the one dance before the wedding where everyone had to wear a mask.
Oh, yeah, the reference to Eyes Wide Shut or something, I think. I think that's... I think Eyes Wide Shut did that as well. Like, Yeah.
Mm,
Maybe we'll
I don't
review
know.
that at one point. It can't be more boring.
Oh God, Nicole Kidman's in that one, or
I
what?
don't know.
Isn't it Nicole Kidman and Tom Cruise? I don't remember who's in that one. But anyway, I gotta go feed the cats. And
Oh,
if you
wait.
want to watch
Wait, I take
this
it back.
movie, go
Wait,
ahead.
I take it back. We did see a Shakespeare movie earlier this year. And that movie, I think, was much better. Last Action Hero, where Schwarzenegger does Hamlet, remember?
Mm,
In the black and white film?
mm. Okay.
Join us next time where,
Maybe we get funnier.
oh thank God, there's a comedy coming up.
Yeah.
I have no idea what it is. I just Googled, like, this actor, like, comedies that they've been in, and that was one of them, so I'm like, I really hope it's, if nothing else, it's shorter.
Yeah,
Anyway,
just dragged
bye.
out. Bye bye. Take care.